She's right. I already know.
Yeah.
She's right. Yo, stop it here. Stop it here. It's over. Wait, the last few months, let's be honest, I've been a quite supporter of crashing out.
Yes, you have.
For your wife, crash out for your kids, crash out on your brother.
And that's just, hey.
Now crash out on your man. On your husband. Anyway, tell me.
And that's
what's
just,
about?
and that's just the story about Balthazar. Oh man, that dude was out there, man. No, but this KA, we're gonna talk about I read a story I came across. Husband not manly enough, and the full title is I left my wife after she kept making comments about me not being manly enough. And now I'm not sure I did the right thing. They're both 42.
She's right. I already know.
Yeah.
She's right. Yo, stop it here. Stop it here. It's over. Let me totally. Yo, the story is already done. I haven't even put on my glasses. What are we doing? What are we doing? The story was over even before I put on my glasses. Continue, Archie. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I left my wife. So I took a decision. I made a decision. And now I'm not sure I did the right thing.
Come on.
Okay, but the story goes as follows, because maybe when you hear the full story, it might change your mind.
Maybe.
Guys, let us know. Remember to drop your comment in the comment section. Story goes as follows. We've been together since we were 18. She was my first everything, whereas she'd been with a few people before me. We have an 18-year-old daughter together who is an amazing, brilliant, and kind person. I couldn't have asked for a better kid. The last few years, my wife has been making the odd comment about my manliness, etc., and I've just brushed it off, but she's really stepped it up the last year. And I ended up leaving her about 3 months ago over it. I don't want this to sound like a humble brag, but I do think I'm quite manly, in quotation marks. But also just being a normal person. I'm tall, work out a few times a week, and I can do any DIY around the house, except your wife. I can fix cars. I used to be an amateur boxer and cage fighter, and I still do it as a hobby to keep fit. The things she said that aren't manly about me are: I like to bake. What did you say?
Shit, I said vote for Kamala.
I like to bake. I like to cook. I don't drink. I don't care if other people do it. It's just not for me. What do you think about those three, KaiR?
I know that a lot of professional athletes who are considered men of men, sometimes leaders of men, they don't drink either.
Yeah, but what do you think about the baking and cooking? Does it make you less manly?
I don't think so. I mean, you have to survive, right?
Yeah. Okay. What about the following? I like Taylor Swift, Charlie XCX, Ariana Grande, Sabrina Carpenter, etc. My main choice in music. What?
Depends on how you sing those. Do you wiggle your head when you sing it, or do you keep your neck straight? If you know what I mean.
Well, I think it's more than that, because when Tyler dances, her neck stays straight. I'm just saying. So My main
Well,
choice in
doesn't have if her neck stays straight. If the man's neck starts wiggling as well, well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
My
Continue,
main
continue.
choice in music will always be rap, but having a teenage daughter, these sort of artists get played, and I like some of their songs, so I listen to them. I don't see that as a bad thing. Me neither, to be honest. I have
No,
a
it's
powerful car and a motorbike, but my preferred method of transport is a VW Up. Volkswagen Up. It's a small car with a little engine, but if it's just me and my gym bag or work bag, I don't see the problem. Plus, I'm not one of them who feels like a car someone drives means anything. My ex-wife disagreed and said I give off a certain vibe in it. It's giving Frutella. I tend to walk away from arguments with strangers. She perceives any slight as a personal insult. If you cut in front of her in traffic, she's leaning on the horn. Don't say thank you if you hold the door open. She's screaming and shouting at you. I just prefer to let things slide. An example is someone was being obnoxious to me on a night out for no reason. He was in my face calling me all sorts of names and even pushed me off a couple of times. I just smiled at him and walked away saying I hope he gets home safely. When he got home,
I'll say this much. Well, that's a mature way to deal with stuff like that, because
yeah.
people get skitty pop over stuff like that.
Yeah, and the broop, boop, boop. Okay, but we almost there. When we got home, she said I embarrassed her in front of her friends by letting him talk to me like that. I said that's the point of me knocking out. I said, what's the point of me knocking out a drunk kid who's half my size? She said I'm a doormat for the world. There's a few other things mainly connected to stuff me and my daughter have in common around stupid social media videos. She said it's like living with two teenage girls. In September, I left her. I said I can't be spoken to like this anymore and be belittled.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fair. Even then, she had a dig that a real man would change.
No.
She's changed her tune since then, and she's willing to go to therapy, both individual and couples, and try to sort out our issue. I don't know if the cuts from things she said are true, though. Since I've left, I felt more relaxed and happier. You don't say.
Come on, man. What is this guy doing?
I don't have to worry when I put a song on or want to bake a cake or cook something a bit different, what would be said, etc. At the same time, though, it's scary as she's all I've known, and being alone and meeting new people scared the life out of me, as I've never done that before. Everything is telling me I'm on the right path now, but I have a niggling doubt in my head that all those words she spoke about me are true, and I'm an annoying person that will be alone forever.
What? He does everything right, and then his mentality just switched at the end. He's he doesn't have high confidence, I think. I think that's the problem here. Because to be honest, I don't see anything that's not manly. So I'll give you an example, right? I'm quite straightforward in a sense that I put a high priority on peace of mind. I've been to a date. I'm gonna go back in time. I've been to a date one time, or a hangout. Let's call it a hangout. More like a hangout. I find myself, I don't know why I find myself in this situation a couple of times, but hey, I was hanging out with someone, and I played a song, one of my favorite artists. Well, he dances a bit weird in the song, but hey, it is what it is. He's still a great singer. Straight heat. The song is straight heat. The person I was hanging out with started talking crazy about the guy. And I'm like, And you know, when people start talking crazy, they try to insinuate certain things about you as a person. That was probably the last time I hung out with that person. Because I'm like, dude, what are you trying to say? You're trying to insinuate something that's not there. And this guy, I'm not gonna, if this is gonna go further, I know where it's going. You're trying to challenge me and trying to talk crazy about one of the great singers. I mean, the guy is a fantastic. I can play you the song after. I cannot play it right now because it's a copyright. But it's the same situation, right? You love playing Taylor Swift. It doesn't say anything about whether you're manly or not.